Okay.
We'll follow your lead.
What's up, guys? Coach Jake here. I have DeeDee, the OG, along with the legend Linda G. All right, so DeeDee, you're at headquarters at OTF right now, right?
Yes.
Coming back just for the holiday at Dublin, where it started. Linda came to say what's up, and so we're here, and we're just gonna kind of pick their brains, right? So this video is essentially going to be just thoughts and maybe ideas as to how to get somebody ramped up into good habits, right? So the first year is coming up. A lot of people have New Year's resolutions. Some people want to increase their steps. Some people want to eat less sugar. Some people want to lose weight. Nothing wrong with having your goal, but let's just say we're starting from scratch. Say somebody comes to you and like, I want to make some changes for the new year. Where do I start?
This is good. This is a good question.
Yep.
I would have to say a great place to start is just be realistic with yourself. So it's all about consistency. So whatever your goal is, we'll just pick your example of maybe just trying to start something new with your fitness journey. And so you want to pick something that's going to work with your schedule. So if you know that you like to work out in the morning, probably working out in the nighttime won't work for you. So you want to stay consistent as possible by sticking with that morning routine. The other piece of advice I would give you is remember that if you just fall off a little bit or you miss that morning workout 1 or 2 times, that's okay, but you got to catch yourself before 2 becomes 3 becomes 4. It's not about perfection. It's just knowing that, yeah, you're going to miss a couple of those morning workouts, but catching yourself and be like, all right, I'm starting to make an unhealthy habit and I haven't been able to stick with my routine.
Yeah. The best workout routine is going to be the one that you can consistently do.
That's it.
What you got, Linda?
I'm going to play off DeeDee's consistency and say make it an appointment. It is your doctor's appointment to meet your goal. Whatever those steps are to get to your goal, you need to treat it like a doctor's appointment. DeeDee, you're going to put an appointment in your calendar 3 times a week. You're coming to Orange Theory for an hour. Morning workouts work for you. Perfect. 7:30 it is. Set a reminder for yourself. Set 2, actually. 1 the day before to remind you you're coming in, you're doing this. That way when things start to creep up and somebody says, hey, DeeDee, can we do a Zoom at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning? You say, I'm sorry, I already have an appointment booked. Don't say it's an appointment for you. Don't feel guilty about taking that time because it's helping you meet your goal. You're going to be a better parent, a better person, more productive at your job if you stick to your goal, because otherwise you're going to start to get in your head and you're going to derail yourself. So set the second alarm 30 to 45 minutes before, however long you need to make sure you got your shoes, your pants. Don't forget the shoes. Everybody forgets your shoes. Don't forget your shoes. Keep them in your car. Keep whatever you need ready so that you grab and you go. When you do start to fall off, like DeeDee said, you're going to have that time where you just don't make it happen. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Right.
Okay, it happens. If you need to put like a penny in the swear jar or I fell off the wagon jar, and then you're like, okay, I atoned for that, and now we move on. We get back on schedule.
Sure.
Love it. Love it.
Let's just say, hypothetically, somebody says, all right, I want to look better, right? I want to feel better, or I want to lose weight, or even some people, I want to gain weight. Where do you start? Because we at Orange Theory, we can't handle diet or anything like that. But what are some things that we can tell them that are going to be relatively diet related?
I'm going to say we can talk a little bit about nutrition.
For sure.
This transformation challenge, we are going to be sharing some nutrition. So I'm going to say a little bit that. First thing I'm going to ask you is define what that looks like to you.
Sure.
What does it mean to you to look better? Because your version, my version, DeeDee's version, probably completely different.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. I would add in too is remember that this is so much an internal change, a transformation, if you will. It's kind of setting that mindset, like we've been talking about this whole time, is establishing goals. And you'll notice that with consistent effort that you won't want to miss a workout because you'll start to feel better. That's what I mean. Psychologically, you'll feel sharper. You'll be, even the best version of yourself for all the other responsibilities that you're called to do. So all of us firmly believe that it starts on the inside first, meaning that mental game, and then as a byproduct, you start to see that physical transformation on the outside.
Most people, at least for me, I tell them, eat the stuff that's going to make you feel good, right? If nobody's told you there's no such thing as an unhealthy meal, there's no such thing as an unhealthy meal, right? But me personally, do I like the cheesecake? Yes. Is it going to affect the way I feel tomorrow morning? Probably. But if I'm eating more vegetables, more fruits, maybe leaner meat, or again, choose one, or maybe just less, or even more, how will I feel the next day? I think that's going to be a good place to start. But again, we can't give you a meal plan. That belongs to like a registered dietitian. We can give pointers, we can give fundamental ideas and stuff like that, but we can't tell you this is what you absolutely need to have, because we don't have your blood work. We don't know what your gut health is and stuff like that. Okay.
I was going to add in
Go ahead.
real quick. And I think we've all heard this too, and it's very true. When you go to the grocery store, you want to stay on the outside part. You might have heard something similar, because it's fresh produce, like Jake was saying. It was things that's going to give you energy, because you're an athlete. And when you think about what you're putting in your body to perform well, that's going to help you with those, make better decisions.
And before you say, whoa, I'm not an athlete, because I'm not going to try and PR my 2,000 meter row, which you should, by the way. But that's another topic. But everybody's an athlete. Your physical, how you move your body, it determines how you function in everyday life. You need to be a little bit of an athlete for everyday life. So always kind of have that athletic mindset. The other thing I'm going to add is you have to accept where you're starting from. Look in the mirror, and you have to love what you are. You have to have a little bit of positivity going into it. I know we all have those negative thoughts where you're like, man, I just don't like how this looks or that looks. But you got to love where you are, and you got to be like, I am in this because I love who I am, and I am ready to make this change. Because if you go into it with that negative mindset, I hate myself, it's going to be really hard to stick to your goals. So you got to go in with, this is where I'm at, but this is where I want to go, and these are my steps I'm going to take.
So let's say we take a little bit of everything. I guess you can probably choose one and go with it, but let's talk about balance, right? You can get an unhealthy balance of diet, unhealthy balance of working out, unhealthy balance with a lot of things, right? So what do you tell somebody who's just trying to figure out what their balance is? I say with diet, like, you got to have a healthy relationship with food. It can't be, I'm going to eat this extra slice of pie, but I'm going to do an extra workout tomorrow, right? That's an unhealthy relationship with food. So what do you tell somebody who's trying to find balance?
That's good. Because maybe I would say it starts with understanding what food is for. Food isn't necessarily, at least in my opinion, it's not a friend, it's not a reward. Like, I would challenge you all is maybe reward yourself with a brand new pair of shoes, or a new purse, you know what I'm saying? Or a new, anything. But, shoes always a go-to, 100%. Because that's an investment in yourself for your ultimate goals. Well, to answer your question, when it comes to that balance, it is going to be different for everybody. But I think it's going to be you taking time to assess how you feel. And if you feel crappy, you're like, you know what? The balance is off. And it could be, like you said, water. It could be sleep. It could be nutrition. But you'll know, because your body has its way of talking to you. And listen to your body.
Journal to some degree. Whether you write down exactly, I ate a quarter cup of almonds, I ate half a cup of this, or whether you write, I had some almonds and cottage cheese, and then I had a Bang energy drink, and then this. Note what happens to your body. Man, I felt like I was going to fall asleep at my desk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 days in a row. Take a look at what you're eating, and then reevaluate. Maybe you shift around when your protein happens, your carbs happen. Maybe your workout needs to go a little bit earlier or later. But it doesn't have to be a list of everything that you're eating. When it comes to journaling, it needs to be notes that work for you, that help you figure out how your body feels after different things. Man, Power Day kicked my butt. I need 2 recovery days after Power Day. Note that. That's awesome. Some people are going to need more recovery. Those things are going to make you feel more confident and going to help you to plan out a little bit more how to reach your goals.
So if we have to summarize this, I'm going to try to do the best I can. Right, you got to commit to something, right?
Yes.
You're not looking for perfection, but rather be consistent. You want to have balance, and you want to feel good, right? You want to understand what your body's telling you, and hopefully feel good, right?
Yep.
Anything else to add?
Accountability partner.
I was just about to say,
Accountability.
Just get here, you all. The coaches, all of us are phenomenal. We're with you every step of the way. We're so available to have a conversation. We actually thrive to have conversations with you, so we know your goals and how we can best assist you, not only when you're in the studio, but maybe giving you that last bit of advice or wisdom to think about before you leave the studio to keep you on track.
And remember, We are coaches, we are also humans. We go through similar struggles
We do.
to what you may be doing. We set our own goals. There is no judgment here.
No.
I'm not judging the efforts
No.
that you put in on the studio. I'm not judging the goals and the concerns and the fears that you bring to me. I want to help you meet those and conquer those in whatever way I can. So get your accountability partner. We are here for you. Get the people in your life, your family on board, your friends on board, so that they can also help support you.
Absolutely. You guys heard it here first. Everybody, thank you, Linda. Thank you, DeeDee.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys under
Let's
the
go,
lights.
baby.
Awesome.
Nice. That was good.